Actually
better.
right?
Ooh.
Are we the right way up?
I hope so.
You are loving this.
I'm loving it. It's artistic. Don't argue with Diego, folks. Right. Yeah, there we go. Look, we're the right way up now.
Thank you, everyone, for your patience in that mild to moderate chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Right. Should we try and get this actually underway then?
Yes, absolutely.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Halloween live stream. We've never done one of these.
No, we haven't.
Channel has been going almost 11 years, never done a Halloween live stream with dressing up.
No, we haven't. So
hello.
At the last moment, we decided we did.
Yes, so here we are. Oh, Amber needs cheering up. Oh, well, hopefully our makeup is a good start. Tell us your troubles. Sorry, I'm just enjoying having eye makeup.
He's very much enjoying this.
Yeah, it's good fun. Steve Pentagram's in here. Hello, Steve.
Hello,
been chatting with him on TikTok. Trying to
and also,
work out how to make TikTok work.
Went live before the live stream to help out as well, didn't he?
It's a shame we ballsed it up by having the stream go live in the wrong format.
Not this
Again.
Not this one.
That's the second one on the strot of mine.
On
on the trot. But I did one down at Kitch's and that went wrong as well.
Oh, yes.
And then Kitch's first stream went wrong. It's YouTube is really trying to push us into doing vertical live streams at the moment, which isn't really what we do.
Now, Edward, I've seen you've asked several times, how is Jemmy? Same at the moment. Been usurped by a certain courser that we have that we're going to do up and move on.
Oh, Griff Lane, thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
Yeah, sorry to hear you're feeling poorly again, Griff. Definitely go down the honey and lemon route. A very good shout.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks. Griff has just gifted 5 memberships, which anyone can do by pressing the dollar button down below the chat window. And we don't choose who gets those memberships. The mystery machine at YouTube picks who gets them, but usually people who've interacted a lot with the channel. It's a great way of supporting us and supporting everyone else because they get the benefits of a membership.
Steve, I actually have 2 of those Venus flytraps. They're actually Christmas Venus flytraps. I think it was the John Lewis
emblem that's
from last year. Yes.
Nothing says hello Christmas like or Merry Christmas like eating flies. Yeah.
What's the scariest car you've ever bought?
Scariest car I've ever bought? Ooh, is that a Camry?
Yeah.
It created dramatic clouds of steam on occasion. I made weird gurgling sounds to make you very scared in the night.
Yeah, you bought it.
Yeah, I bought it.
Phil Webb says Ian looks like he's sporting injuries sustained by an alternator change on a Rover 75.
Yeah. Or a smart subframe drop. Excuse me. Let's try and catch up with
Griff, that's very kind. I was hoping one of those would go to Amber, but it's random, sadly.
Yeah.
I managed to gift myself the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know how I managed to do that.
Oh, Nigel's just gifted some memberships as well.
Welcome
Thank
back,
you very much, Nigel.
Thank you very much, Nigel.
Yeah.
Is that
Carly
your dog?
looking
Super
somewhere
cute.
between scary and cute. That's standard for you, really. You're somewhere between scary and cute,
I'm not scared.
depending what I've done wrong.
Like Toyota Camry.
Yes. I told you not to buy that. Yeah.
Worldwide Ghost Radio says, I do like a V8. It sounds like the devil clearing its throat.
Yeah.
Yep, very much so. Hello, Pembrokeshire, just down the road.
Sunny Pembrokeshire. Oh, we haven't had any sun today.
Sunny.
No, it's been...
Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Noah.
Noah, thank you.
Wow, blimey. 10 gifted memberships.
10 memberships.
We've got loads of new members. So with your membership, I think it's lovely because it's a little gift to another person in the community. And every week we do a video, which we must do tomorrow.
Yes.
Perhaps without makeup.
We try and do it on a Friday.
Yes.
Maybe we'll record one after this with the makeup. Who knows? Yeah.
Peter Van Heck, Miss Hubnut, have you had a lobotomy to descend to an intellectual level?
How rude. I have, under this way too much hair is a massive brain of high intelligence.
Indeed, my love.
Yes.
Has Hubnut or even Miss Hubnut ever seen the 70s film The Car? No, I can't say as I have.
No, I haven't. Talking of costumes, this isn't really a costume. This is a Smashing Pumpkins band T-shirt that I think I bought from the Oasis in Birmingham, which I'm thrilled to say still exists.
It does indeed.
And that must have been, when did the album come out? It is Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
I think I saw 10 more memberships.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, Paige.
Ed Hazard Morris, thank you very much.
Just become a basic Hubnut. I'm confused.
Yeah, that's a bit confusing because Paige isn't a basic Hubnut.
Ed,
She's been
thank you very much.
member for a long time.
Yes,
or
thank you
he
very
or
much
she.
for the gifted
Paige.
memberships. Again, it really is lovely that people are joining our community. Very, very much appreciated. Those scars and stitches look superb. Thank you very much. This is actually from the contents of my makeup bag.
Yeah.
Because
And
we
following
decided
TikTok
on the last
tutorials.
moment. Yes.
So you see, TikTok does have a point.
It absolutely does.
If you do that TikTok thing, we are on there. We're on 9,800 followers, I think.
9,841, not uncounted.
So we're getting very close to the 10,000. So if you want to show us some love over there,
What's
we're going to try and get a bit more content
the scariest job you've ever done on a car?
Rover 75 alternator.
It's got to go up there, doesn't
I
it?
think, to be honest, one that scared me a lot was the smart subframe
Hello,
drop.
Ed in Cairo.
But
Cairo, blah.
actually, with a few friends to help out, that wasn't as terrifying as I
think we made that
thought.
bigger in our heads.
Yeah.
Dexter's Folly says, most thrilling car you've bought.
Oh, thrilling.
Well, I had a lovely time playing with the Subaru. That was hilarious.
Definitely exciting. That's got to be one of the more powerful cars.
Apparently, we have to watch the car, so we shall look that out.
Okay. Paige Greer has been gifting memberships now. Gosh, wow.
Paige,
this is hard to keep up. Thank you very much.
Thank you ever so much.
Amazing. And that was 50 memberships.
That's
blimey. And we do our bit with the memberships. We try to keep the price fairly low. We've only got one tier, and it's £1.99 a month. Absolute bargain. So,
Ed has finally made it to a live stream from New Zealand.
Excellent. Hello, New Zealand. I was there 5 years ago.
You were.
Half a decade since I was in New Zealand. We're at the stage where I just started going around the top of the North Island in the Citroen BX that I borrowed. So making my way towards the 90 Mile Beach. It feels like it was very recent, but 5 years. Extraordinary. So I hadn't yet met Betty 5 years ago.
That's strange when she's so profound.
That's right. I met Betty's owner.
Yeah.
Because within 2 days, I think, or maybe 3 days of landing there, I was at a car meet, the Smales Farm car meet just north of Auckland. It was amazing. And I met Chris there.
Now your chat is moving, but mine appears to be broken.
Oh dear. Joys of technology.
Give me a moment, folks.
Yeah.
Myrtle News.
Oh, yep.
Now have a working stereo.
Yeah,
fantastic. People saying thank you for the gifted memberships.
Yeah. And thank you, Neil, for coming out to Simon to work on Myrtle and make the radio work. That's very pleasing news. And Simon's been busy carrying out things like replacing the dizzy cap and rotor arm, try and get that car running better. Oh, thanks, Paige. A donation as well. That is extreme generosity. Thank you very much. But thank you to all of you, whether you've contributed financially, whether you've watched, liked, shared, commented, whatever. Any interaction is very much appreciated.
Absolutely, every little bit.
Yeah. Mechanic Gary says 5 years has flown by, hasn't it just? Yeah.
Oh, James and Annie are tuning in from the last night in Madeira. Don't want to go home unless it's 757, but sadly I don't think it is. But are you flying out of Funchal?
Ooh.
Because that is an exciting airport.
Yeah, we quite often watch the airplanes at Funchal.
The biggest that they can do at Funchal is
737s they do. I don't think I've seen a 75.
I want to say 330, but that's quite big.
I think there have been 330s though. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, any plans?
Sorry, Plane Geekery, and there is more of that coming up this weekend. We've got Plane Geekery coming your way because we went to Birmingham to go and watch the planes.
We did.
And we also announced the winner of our competition for NEC tickets.
We did.
Now, I haven't messaged winners. We know who the winners are. We've recorded the video. Do we tell the winners now, or do we wait until we've announced it in the video? Because we're just over a week away from the NEC show. This time next week, I will be setting up in the halls with Bella de Belingo and our stand. So it's me, Matt Furious driving, and Steph I Drive a Classic again. Thank you very much, Sid. That's very, very kind. Taking Betty on 90 Mile Beach wouldn't have ended as well as the BX. No, I got the BX stuck. But fortunately, I was able to reverse back in front of people. Of course, it was in front of people. And a second go with a bit more momentum got me off 90 Mile Beach. I very nearly ended up stuck there.
Tuk could be made to look like a scary ghost, says Simone.
Yeah.
We did do that. Did we make a festival?
No,
did
we did Christmas. We made a Christmas. Yeah, we put Christmas lights on Tuk one year. Oh, Trev Hughes, thank you very much. Very, very kind.
Thank you ever so much, folks.
Yeah. We got 2 winners of a pair of tickets each for the NEC show, and they will get announced on Saturday. We may drop them an email just because we're getting close now to let them know ahead of time.
So what do people think about our latest arrival, the Vauxhall Corsa?
Yeah.
That was kind of a very strange situation. And
It
my mum
was.
said, well, your ex-husband's coming this way and needs a Subaru, and you're going that way, and the Corsa needs to move. So
We ended up
there
with
we
a
are.
Corsa.
We have a Corsa.
The Corsa has been replaced by the Fiat Panda that your parents used to own.
Yes.
That went to your sister, but now it's come back, and
Yeah.
then the Corsa is surplus to requirements. So we've ended up with a Corsa. And quite a few people have said, well, perfect car for little Miss Hubnut to drive in, but no power steering, no airbags, and it's just a bit too old and nice, really. A first-time car is going to take some hammer.
Oh,
And,
in other news,
well, it's already
for
lovely
everybody
anyway.
that's joining our member video for the first time tomorrow, and everybody who's been a member
yes,
for a
new
while,
members. Look out for the weekly
there might
member
be
video.
some more news.
One more news?
We might have done something stupid, haven't we? Might have.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we'll keep that one.
Unconfirmed, as
We'll
yet.
keep that one for
Unconfirmed.
the member video.
We haven't got that 100% confirmed yet.
But we might have.
Yeah. Of course, it's a nice little runabout. Indeed. So, wow. Oh, it's Brian, isn't it? Yes, hi, Brian. Corsas were sold in South America. I don't think they ever made it to North America. University of Turmoil says the Corsa B is the worst car he's ever driven. That's lacking ambition, sir. I've definitely driven way worse than the Corsa.
Oh, all the 1 litre cars you've acquired since Myrtle makes me think you've just got off Myrtle and didn't like to say so. I don't know. I don't think so.
James is likely to be on an Airbus A320 by the look of it.
That's okay. You get the dog noises, so that's okay.
Do you like a 320?
More Hublets? Absolutely not.
Yeah. Is he dressed as Thor? No, not really. I'm just wearing a band T-shirt with Smashing Pumpkins, and I just thought appropriate. But quite a lot of people smashing pumpkins tomorrow.
Jamie Clayton, the Corsa, we're really surprised with its massive 45 brake horsepower that it pulls as well as it does on the motorway. Doesn't struggle at all.
No,
very
it's very
impressive. My first car when I passed my test in 1997 at 17 was a Hillman Avenger. That's cool.
Valentin suggests we get a Daewoo Cielo. No, we never sold us a Cielo here. That was the Nexia. Basically a Astra Mark II, but a bit more rounded and modernised. And that was the first Daewoo that was sold here in the UK. But I think ours were built in Korea, whereas the Cielos were built in Romania and Poland.
Why does this sound loaded? Matthew Latera says, my friend bought a Corsa B last week. It's a very interesting car. The 1-wire O2 sensor was a chuckle.
Oh, okay.
I feel scared.
Yeah.
Lightbulb Fun says, is Miss Hubnut going to drive the Corsa? Absolutely I am.
Yeah. We'll make
We've
that
also
happen.
got an idea for a video involving little Miss Hubnut and the Corsa, and you guys, and your
She might be
90s...
watching at the moment going, what?
Yeah, she told you.
I've told you.
And your 90s driving instructor memories, because of course a lot of people driving in the late 90s, early 2000s.
We're here for a while. You don't have to speak that quick. You can take a breath and slow down. Gotta get a word out, gotta be very quick. You maybe could be an auctioneer.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
The JM original.
Yeah. That's Saturday. So we've got a few. Oh, thank you very much. Crunching jelly.
And I love the little bobbly characters.
Yeah, that's brilliant. There's a couple of things we need to warn you about. Tonight, Whiteland Restorations are doing a live stream starts at 7:45, so we're going to finish before that. And that will be their competition for you to win a paint job on your car. So it's a really good competition. I did have the link in the description, but I haven't at the moment.
But if you pop to Whiteland, you'll be able to find
it. If you head over to Whiteland Restorations on the socials or even their main website, you will find a link to the raffle where you could win a paint job for a tenner. And not just any paint job. This is going to be a Lewis paint job. So if any of you saw Lewis's work on Giselle, when I put some stupid scratches down the side, you could not tell where he had painted and where he hadn't, and that was a really difficult paint colour to match. And here are Whiteland Restorations. They're in the chat.
Whiteland.
So
if you want to drop your link in, folks, please do. Tony says, did I hear rumour of a 2025 calendar? Yes, you did.
Online
it is
sales
more than a rumour, in fact.
And if you're coming to the NEC Classic Motor Show, I will be there.
What is currently a rumour are these.
Ooh.
Reason being, and I feel like Del Boy, they have gone a little bit Hubnut.
They have gone a bit Hubnut. These have arrived today, just ahead of the show. And I don't know if you can see how well the logo does not fit in the roundel. So Yeah, we're not entirely sure what we're doing with those yet.
Yeah, we're not sure, but stay tuned, folks.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will be available at a slightly discounted
We just wanted to
price.
do a different hat because we've done the same beanie hat for, must be getting on for 5 years now. 2018, I think we started doing the beanie hats.
That's more than 5 years.
Ooh. might have been early 2019, but yeah, we may be doing cheap hats. We'll see.
How's the Pajero Junior? We haven't. It's still in bits.
Yeah, it's at the
It's still in
stage
bits.
where I think we're going to have to take the starter motor off so we can lock the flywheel and undo the crank pulley bolt. That's where we're at the moment. We've got down to that level. We are very close to be able to get the timing belt off.
My American cousin says, speaking of weird cars in Mexico, are you familiar with the Nissan Tsuru?
Nissan Tsuru? How are we spelling
And
that?
yes, Lewis is a legend. Tsuru.
No.
What is it?
No, we don't know what that is.
Enlighten us.
Yeah, America, North and South have some very interesting motor vehicles. What I found weird, we were watching Two Stroke Turbo earlier, driving around in a Subaru 360 minivan. And actually, Tony Angelo, who used to be on Hot Rod Garage over there, he was recently driving around in one of those too. So we want one very much. But we're wondering, how on earth were they selling them in America? The home of the massive V8 engine. Here's a 360cc two-stroke van. What?
Oh, yes.
Craziness.
Would Miss Hubnut consider replacing Chevy with the Prodra? No. I like Desmond.
Yeah.
But I love Chevy. She's just got to wait.
Ah, yes, Whiteland. I think I've disabled URLs in the chat. Sorry, mine will work though. So
Simon
if you post
Prime
it and I
says,
copy and paste it, then it should work.
have you both recovered from up and down live stream? Great effort to all involved. It was exhausting, even from my perspective as a
Absolutely.
moderator. It was exhausting,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was fantastic fun.
Yeah.
It really was, and what a great cause. And I saw Griff saying that they've just attempted to nudge it over. Was it 22,100?
Yeah.
The chat's going some, so it might take me a minute to go back. So yeah, it's so close to that £24,000.
Yeah, very much. Worldwide Ghost Radio. Do you watch Tasty Classics? Watch. We do a bit more than watch. Ben Tasty Classics came to Rustival and was one of our guest speakers.
Better than that.
And he was besieged all day with fans. So he had an amazing
But
time.
better than that, he paid the last amount that meant
yes.
that Mr. Hubnut did his funky little dance.
My MC
which
hammer dance.
Mr. Mocky in the chat has recorded. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And also Steph's dinosaur song and Steve's Cleo song and Kitsch after however many hours doing handbrake.
Oh, yeah. It was brilliant. So thank you to all who came and joined in that live stream. Without an audience, that would be
it was
very,
brilliant.
very
And
difficult.
everybody was so supportive in the chat.
Yeah.
Because we did not sleep much.
Mm.
Have you seen John Coupland's Proton? Oh, how do you say that one? Wadja?
Yeah, I mean, it's not called that over here. What are they called over here?
Ozira? No. Anywho,
Yeah.
we have. And he actually went viral with that, which is awesome.
Yeah.
The MC Hammer dance was legendary.
Crip Monkey, I'm sure I saw a Peugeot 206 base pickup the other day. Yes, that was at Rustival as well. The Hogger from South
yes.
America, owned by our friend Matt. Need to get a video done on that.
And the same family, they have a Matra Rancho as well, don't they?
No.
What?
They have a Talbot Matra Ranch because it's
Okay.
Italian market.
Okay.
And someone else had got the Rancho name in Italy.
So
it's
it's a ranch.
It's a Matra Ranch.
So it is, but it isn't.
It is, but it isn't.
Okay.
Yeah. They
That makes
obviously
it more
like the rarity.
interesting.
Yeah.
That really does make it more. Will you be doing the MC Hammer dancing?
No. Never again. I'm amazed I did it at all, to be
Oh,
honest.
it was the best.
Yeah.
Griff says, I'd love to volunteer to moderate the chat next year if the opportunity arises. So,
Yeah, thank you.
a big takeaway was we need more
We need more
volunteers.
people involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need
So-
more hosts. We need more people behind the scenes doing admin.
I'd like more than 90 minutes sleep.
Yeah. It'd be a lot. I haven't got my dancing shoes on tonight. No dancing tonight.
Grumpy Talk
That was
says,
very much for the benefit of Sophie's legacy.
Grumpy Talk says, how many gifted memberships for Ian to dance again?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying no, we're not doing it again. No. Simon says we both look great. Thank you. I've been better. I got attacked by a savage beast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, Simone's having trouble with the Cortina again. Another
What's
delay.
wrong with TC?
We know about delays. We're very good
Yeah,
at
we
delays.
are very good
I
at
mean,
delays.
I think we've owned the Pajero over a year now.
Yeah. No,
Oops.
have we really?
It must be getting on for it at the very
Oh.
least. We started working on
Bottom.
it last year, and it's still not finished.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
If not dance, then sing. Oh, Ian.
Yeah.
Bless your little cottons.
Oh well, Ahmed Amir started watching through Furious Driving when we had a chat in his Tomcat. That was at Bromley Pageant. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was still very early days for Matt, I think, in his channel.
That's,
Edward, how's Ellie? She's all right. She's just kind of sat there chilling at the
she just
moment.
gets
We haven't
on
had
with
many
it.
nice days, but we
What's
got
it?
her out for a run the other week. didn't
Oh,
we?
Annie doesn't like the Pajero because it pushed Took down the queue. We will get to Took.
Yeah.
Took needs to be just a standalone project.
We may be acquiring yet another vehicle.
You're not supposed to say that's going in the member video.
Oh, okay, but you already alluded to it.
I alluded to it for the sake of
Okay.
excitement in the member video.
Okay.
How's Ellie? Don't sing. Okay, don't sing.
We're not putting a link into the dance. No, absolutely not.
I'd like-
No.
Do it. I'd like to see Ian in roller boots next year.
What?
Oh, and they think it's all
I
Rover.
could never roller skate. I could not get on with roller skating.
Says Rustival colouring competition winners too. So that's really exciting. Simon very kindly did some beautiful drawings of cars that you guys coloured in at Rustival, and we've got the winners sorted. Apologies for the delay, totally me. I do apologise.
Yeah.
And I've lost my mic. No, I haven't.
No, it's still there. It's just hanging on.
Yeah, I know.
It's now pointing
But
at the screen.
huge thank you, Simon, for doing that. It was much appreciated.
No, it's gone floppy.
Um,
We'll be all right. Simon thinks the Corsa is a fleet keeper. No.
see,
Technically, it's not even our car.
no, it's my mum and dad's.
Yeah. It's very much meant to be. We're going to tidy it up and get it sold. That's very much what's going on with the Corsa, and it's nice. But after 100 miles in it the other night, I kind of remembered that it's not the most comfortable for me. I can't get my legs comfortable in it.
I like this. Sunil says, I have also got a black cat, one up for Halloween, but it's also Diwali here as well in South Africa. Cat isn't interested in either. Sounds about right for a cat.
Yeah. I'm sure there are Diwali celebrations going on as well. I mean, frankly, now the clocks have gone back. Any form of light worship, whether it's your glowing pumpkins, your Diwali lanterns, or obviously we've got fireworks coming up as well, and then Christmas lights. It's basically just illuminate the world.
We actually have some Christmas lights up all year because we just like them, don't we?
We just call them party lights.
Yeah, party lights.
They're just party lights, yeah.
I saw a question.
Please ignore the information Griff is putting in the chat, by the way. Ignore that. Don't even look at it.
Will you get a Fiat Multipla? We've actually had one.
Been there, done that. Tick that box.
Oh, if only Becky could have done a handbrake turn.
It was discussed.
That would be cool.
It was discussed, and the general conclusion was Vecchi cannot do a handbrake turn. Not powerful enough, and the handbrake probably not good enough.
Mr. Mocky says, do a collab with Cruising the Cut on the fiberglassing.
Oh, it's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously boat builders know a lot about
MC Hammer gift.
that.
Yes. Ham.
Can
Ian,
Tuck do a handbrake turn? I think that would be dangerous.
I see what Griff put.
Yes, ignore that.
Quick Monkey says, Ian, what is the most obscure POV spec car you've seen in the UK?
Oh, most obscure. The Toyota Pro Box that was at Rustival. Sorry, we keep on going on about Rustival.
There was a lot of
But
cars.
there was a Toyota Pro Box, which is like a super bog standard estate. It's boxy, it's low, it's incredibly stripped out. So, I'm going to say that Toyota Pro Box has got to be a contender. Someone posted a picture in Cars You Don't See Anymore this afternoon of a Dacia Logan Mark II, I think it was, or it might have been a late facelifted Mark 1. That's quite low and fairly Povo spec as well.
I quite like the Subaru Justy that's actually the Daihatsu Sirion. That always catches me out.
Yeah.
Just the cross badging.
Yeah. Have I reviewed a Nissan Cherry? Sort of.
Sort of.
I've done a Nissan Cherry Europe, which is the one that's got an Alfa Romeo front end in it. That was amazing. Otherwise, I haven't driven a Cherry. Any generation of Cherry, pretty much on my wish list.
How's the Mighty Dacia?
Oh, we haven't really heard much of the Mighty Dacia of late, have we?
No. When
We're
did we
struggling with
last see
starting
it?
issues again.
We last saw it last photo.
I mean,
we
we've
went
had
to.
starting issues with the Mighty Dacia since we got it in May 2018. Famously, we'd get stopped by the police, and it was like the worst thing possible because then we knew we wouldn't be able to hot restart the car, and that situation still seems to
Mo says, and
occur.
this is high praise because I know Mo is a Strictly fan. Ian for next year's Strictly.
Well, can I dance with Diane? Am I allowed to pick my?
No, you are not.
Oh, it's just the red hair. It's just red
Hubnut
hair.
Hammer
Nice.
Time t-shirt. You lot just crack me up, I swear. Which American car would you have liked to see on UK roads that never came here?
Ooh. Oh, I'm trying to think now. There's so many. What was the brand? What was the brand? General Motors. It's got an S. Saturns. Yeah, I would like to have seen some Saturns here because they were always weird.
Sounds
So,
about right.
yeah, Saturns, please. I think there was even a Saturn version of the Vauxhall Vectra at one point. I might be wrong.
Damien said, are you planning on doing Photo 2025?
We have
It
no idea what we're doing
depends.
next
We've
year.
got a big family holiday in July next year. It
We've
depends
got
how close
a
it is
lot
to that.
going on next year, so trying to commit to too much. We're not sure. I mean, we were intending to go this year, but as we got closer to it, we were just so tired and realised it's about a 300-mile drive, so it's a big weekend for us.
I can say there might have been a Rustival conversation this week.
We may have had an initial preliminary discussion. No dates, nothing decided, but the team is back in the chat and working out exactly what we want to do. So stay tuned. Hopefully there will be Rustival news.
Ian, I love you, and you've got like 10 years of video, but your legacy is going to be a 1.5-minute clip of you dancing to MC Hammer.
What have I done?
Cauliflower McPunk's just joined the chat. Did someone mention Hammer Time, morning from New Zealand? I'll stop work to watch Ian dance again.
Yeah. Oh, Heike mentions the Cadillac Satara, which was an Opel or Vauxhall Omega. And quite interesting because that was developed entirely separately from the Holden versions of the Omega platform, which were longer and wider. It's just like, why didn't they use that for America? I think they later did, the Chevy SS and stuff and the GTOs, but always felt that was a bit peculiar.
If Miss Hubnut could swap the fleet and buy new cars, what cars would it be? I like our fleet. We might add some more Daihatsu, obviously.
Yeah, because we're not struggling to find parts
And
enough.
Ford Escort. I'd like an XR3i Cabriolet in white. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. And I'd like a Mark 6 as well. Maybe I'd have them both in white. That would be so cool.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. The Saturn Aura was an Opel Vectra. But I think they put some kind of weird front end on them, which really looked very peculiar.
What was it we had at Rustival? We had the two together.
We had the Pontiac Le Mans and the Vauxhall Astra.
That was it.
Belmont's Saloon.
Did we ever get the Chrysler LeBaron here? The one that had the talking car thing in it? That sounds intriguing.
No, but there were actually various attempts to sell the LeBaron here. I remember Auto Express tested one in the early 90s. We didn't get any Saturns here at all, I don't think, Sid, as far as I know. But yeah, there have occasionally been weird attempts to sell American cars here.
Steve of Pentagram Motorsport says, so our mutual friend Ian has just bought a Jimny. Very cool.
Nice.
Mrs. Pentagram's going to go and help him collect. Trick or treat indeed. I think that's going to be cool.
Yeah, did anyone mention Rust?
One of my favourite TikTokers actually drives a Jimny, and she had 4x4 issues with it the other day, but I have a suspicion of user error there.
Yeah. Badger, if a spanner doesn't work and a screwdriver doesn't work and an Ugger luggage, I think that's meant to be Dugger, doesn't work, what time is it? Fire time.
Fire time?
Yeah.
Oh, and he showed her best friend the video of Ian dancing. She was also extremely amused.
Gold. Never living this one down, folks.
No, you're not.
Be careful where you dance. But it raised a good amount of money for charity.
The Hublets received that video and very kindly sent it to all their friends.
Yeah.
Have you ever driven a second generation Ford Probe?
I've never driven any generation of Ford Probe, more's the pity. We did meet someone, didn't we? But I don't think we managed to get his details down at Pendine.
Pendine.
Yeah. And he'd also been at the Pembrokeshire Classic Car
But
Show.
we may well see him elsewhere.
Yeah, but the weather has been so bad. I've been trying to get more road tests done, but the weather's been so awful. At least when I got a brand new Dacia, I don't mind driving that around in the rain, and the horrific weather was fine.
Indecisive says, I think that clip needs to be inserted in any video that features Ian reaching for
Enough. No more clips. No more talk of my dancing.
Oh, God. It was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
See, it's all about Hubbard. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Whiteland found that Verso today, which is unrelated to our possible announcement tomorrow.
Hold a Verso.
It's a sad one.
A very sad Verso.
Yes.
Shouldn't need much for the MOT. Been parked up for years. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tempting.
Around
It
here.
is still tempting.
It is tempting. How did Mr. Stephen Parry from Port Sunlight on the Wirral says, how did the Subaru get home to new family member, and how are you on this Halloween night, guys? We are good.
Yeah.
Despite appearances.
Yeah.
And we took it to Magor, and then we were met at Magor, did a swap. We got the Corsa, he got the Subaru.
Yep. Sent the Subaru and the Hublets off, and we came home in a Vauxhall Corsa.
Yep.
Which, thankfully, I mean, even though it's got no power at all, will sit at 70 on the motorway quite happily indeed.
Friend of mine has an American brackets technically car, Chevrolet Epica, which is surprisingly good.
Oh, is that American though? That's a Daewoo. Some of the Epicas had a straight six transverse engine, you know. Very unusual.
Saturn View was the Vauxhall Antara.
Oh.
And Simone says, of Hooked on Classic says, I think the Ford Pinto would have suited our roads in the 70s.
Yeah. They were good at catching fire. But, of course, a compact American car is not necessarily very compact. If you see an AMC Pacer, I'd love to drive one of those, which they did actually try and sell in the UK with the dodgiest right-hand drive conversion in the world. They are huge, and their compact car has the same size engine as an E-Type Jaguar.
Oh, blimey.
3.8 litres was the small engine.
David Marshall says, look out for a tennis special edition, Miss Hubnut. That came with a white interior as well. Well, now the Hublets are nearly grown up.
Yeah.
I could have a white interior.
Yeah. We could embrace the beige
That
now.
would be very cool.
Yeah. Although we've still got a dog.
Yes.
Who loves to get his muddy paws all over my
But
interiors.
he's only wee. Sid says, are we going to ban Tasty Classics from the chat for doing that? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
He's so welcome.
Sorry.
So welcome. Worldwide Ghost Radio says, I had a 2-litre Ford Probe. Loved it. People are suggesting you go on Britain's Got Talent.
No. Was your wife as small now as when you first met her? No, she's shrinking.
I think I am shrinking, actually. I used to not catch myself on the door handles, and now I do. Genuinely think I'm shrinking.
Oh, no. And we never left you.
I know.
Yeah.
Will Miss Hubnut be sharing the MC Hammer Dance on her channel?
Are we dressing up for Halloween? No, I just lost
feeling
an
a bit
argument.
under the weather.
Lost an argument with a dog.
Oh my goodness. Hammer Time featuring Matt Art and Ben. Please, if you, my email address is hubnutmiss@gmail.com, all lowercase, no spaces, and you could definitely send me the video.
No, don't. No, please not. No.
Hey, I saw Kitch was buying wiper blades today.
He was. This is how much excitement he's having on holiday. He's in France at the moment, having a lovely time, and buying wiper blades.
I think Davey might have used your dancing in one of his videos.
What?
Oh, and aside from Kitch's live stream, have you seen all the videos that all the teams made? They are absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, the Classics World one was very nice.
Classics World one is like
Matt's Furious Driving was very insightful.
Yes.
Their how they got on driving an electric car for 24 hours and driving over 800 miles in an electric car in 24 hours. Steph just went to replace names.
Yes.
That was funny.
Ahmed says, Mr. Hubnut, have you driven a Mitsubishi Lancer Sport Estate?
No, I haven't driven one. Oh, no, I have driven 2 Lancers, but only one of them on video. I've driven an Evo as well. But we drove that little white automatic Lancer.
Yes, we did.
Near Abergavenny.
Yes, gosh, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I was so looking forward to the Subaru and Pajero both doing your green lane together. Oh, well, unfortunately, I will only have to do green lane in once, if at all.
Once. You will do it. I think I might get you driving. Because I was worried. People were saying, is Strata Florida actually open? I was like, oh, no, they've closed it. And they did close it for a time. But I believe it is open again. But green laning is always ruined by absolute idiots going off piste and destroying the countryside and deliberately trying to get stuck so they can use their winches and feel like real men. So, yeah, it's a real shame because it just ruins what is a very enjoyable pastime, just getting out in the off-road areas.
Indecisive, are you trying to lead him astray with Volvos again? He says, would you like a loan of something petrol, turbocharged, 7-seater and 5-cylinder at some point next year? See if the V70 drinks more than Betty.
Yes.
He's also bought the phone holder that you had.
Yes, to put in the CD. I never completely forgot it yesterday.
I just thought, thank you.
Oh, just het.
There we go. You do the
good
Dutch.
on that?
You do the Dutch.
Just gifted 10 memberships. Thank you very much, het. I hope that's right. I'm not really... I try, but Dutch is a very difficult language.
Now, my American cousin says...
In a way, quite similar to Welsh in some of the names, the sounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you get out here, we will get you proper rock crawling.
In America, I'm so jealous. I watch things like Ultimate Adventure on Motor Trend when I used to have Motor Trend, where they would just have these things where you just go off into the absolute middle of nowhere and all sorts of amazing obstacles and just think, you can't do that in the UK. Mm-hmm. You just can't do it.
Sid says, have you fitted Betty's new radio yet?
No. Awkward. No,
he's using the CD slot for his new phone holder.
I think I need to get some of the prongs. It's one of those prong release stereos, so I probably need to get myself some prongs.
Lightbulb Fun says, if you want a turbocharged 7-seater, get a London taxi.
Yeah.
I really think we need a taxi at some point.
Although the only one I've driven was non-turbo.
Yeah.
The old Nissan 2.7. Yes, a real. Not a pretend taxi. No. Could be very bad.
What's the best Halloween decoration you've seen on a car? I am weak.
Been quite a few this year, aren't
for the MX-5, the little Miatas with their little
pop-up headlights and covered in a blanket. In fact, I think Ben Tasty Classics did that.
Yes, he did. And the little Mini that was dressed as a ghost as well.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
And Mick says, thank you for the membership gift. It's lovely.
Who was that?
Folks
Who did you get a membership from?
We're going to have to scroll all the way back. Found a 96 BMW 728 on my travels today.
Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah, very nice cars.
They did make a turbo kit for the 2.7 Nissan FX4.
Well, yeah, because that engine was turbocharged in the Ford Maverick and Nissan Terrano 2.
Oh, welcome back from your piano lesson. Very surprised.
Yeah, very.
Brian Noble says, can I just say, the fact Ian is so embarrassed at his MC Hammer dancing shows how much Sophie's legacy means to him. Well done, Ian.
Yeah. I mean,
on the way. Thank you.
When I was filming my vlog post-event on the drive back home, I genuinely did tear up and almost had to pull off the road because I was talking about the Sophie's Legacy charity and how it came into being. And we don't do that just to muck about. We do that 24-hour live stream because we really care about Sophie's legacy and the fact it's raised so much money. I'm just going to go and see if it's gone up. If anyone's popped over there while we've been talking.
They have.
Oh, yes.
Told you.
We're on £22,094. So, we're inching closer to the £24,000 that Kitch was really trying to raise.
So Kitch actually knew Sophie and she was such an incredible child.
Well, I'm not sure he did know her.
They lived in the same area.
They were in the same area. So he was saying that he quite possibly could have seen her. She could have gone past on a bike or something.
But
so it feels very close to home.
And to have such love and care for others when you're so poorly.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine such a brave little soul.
Yeah.
And as Indecisive says, it's that was what got Ian as well, the story of her wanting to be an adult for the day.
Yeah.
She went and worked in Tesco's for the day.
Yeah, I better not cry now. I'll ruin my makeup.
You will ruin your makeup.
Yeah. But, it's inspiring, and Charlotte inspiring
Incredible.
for taking that girl's wishes and turning it into something amazing that makes such a difference. So that's why we do it. That's why we encourage you to go to the Just Giving website if you haven't already. I'll just drop the link in again. Can't hurt, can it?
Darren, the Cottage Atelier, says, watched Itchy Boots video in Turkey. Some many interesting cars that she drove past.
We may have been watching that today. Yeah.
Ian he kept
She was
pausing
following a
it.
course of B at one point.
Yes,
which
yes.
quite amusing. We were just talking about course of Bs at the time.
He kept pausing it to have a look. Oh, I think that's...
Yeah. Halloween question. Which was scarier, says Nick C. The Scorpio or the Sangyong Rhodius? Well, we just like odd-looking things, so we'd happily run around in either.
I love the Rhodius. There
Pontiac Aztec. Ooh, even I'm a bit like, ooh, really?
Really, I like that.
Oh, it's such an
There
odd-looking
was
thing.
actually a Rhodius on Trent's a little while ago, and it was all I could do to not press the button.
Oh,
because I
Matthew
think they're
Fletcher's
so
on break.
cool.
Hello, Matthew.
Hello,
Joins
Matthew.
us briefly.
What have you missed? Lots of mentions of MC Hammer.
Shush, shush, shush. We don't need to mention that.
The fact that we've got the Corsa now. And just general lovely chatter.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Sid says the Subaru Tribeca is also a Minga. Yeah, that's not the best. Best thing to do with one of them, rip the engine out, put it in a Legacy.
Oh, Katie, am not 1 month away from my trip to New Zealand.
Ooh.
Going to drive about in a 2004 Honda Odyssey. Would it survive a drive on 90 Mile Beach?
Yeah, I reckon so. It's quite easy to stay out of the water, but it's quite easy to find a jet wash afterwards to give the underside a good blasting. One of my fondest memories of 90 Mile Beach, apart from getting stuck and then getting unstuck, was I was driving along, and in theory, there's a speed limit. It's technically a road, but I was going a little bit beyond the limit because I thought, well, why not? I'm on this huge empty beach. There's no one around. And feeling quite, daring, quite brave. And then I got taken by a Toyota Hilux towing a caravan on the beach, just woof. Like, oh, okay then, yeah.
James says,
Good fun.
Ford Scorpio, hashtag awful dad jokes. Like it.
Yeah. Stiffer Light's been in touch with Sophie's Legacy and Charlotte about that. That's the 46% child poverty rate up in Bolton. Don't need volunteers at the moment, but they just have to cash for food purchases. So this is how far it's gone. Sophie's Legacy started down where Kitch is in Fareham, and started with one hospital there, and then spread to quite a few hospitals in Hampshire. I think they've gone across to Devon, but now they're even talking to hospitals up in the Bolton area, in sort of near Manchester. Amazing. Which is miles away.
Simone says, I work for a charity and shared Sophie's Legacy with my boss. She was really taken aback by it.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Grumpy Talk says, what song and dance routine are you doing to end today's stream?
Moving swiftly on.
Griff says, which is scarier, Mark 6 Escort? Griff.
Terrible.
I thought we were friends. Are the kids out trick-or-treating? They might be, actually.
They might
they're
be,
not
but they're
with us
not
at
here.
the moment, and they've made their own costumes this year, which is most impressive. Minnie Hubnut has gone as Dr. House. And we haven't seen Little Miss Hubnut.
No, we love the unpredictability.
Yes. What do you think of car faces, especially angry car faces, says Ahmed?
Well, as in, I mean, you can get those digital eyes that make it look like it's got a
Yeah,
friendly
no,
face.
but like Desmond's got a face. Cars have faces.
Yeah, Desmond has a very smiley face.
I think Shemi's got
Betty has a slightly weird face. That's why I called her Ugly Betty. But the ugly has kind of fallen off.
Hello, John. Welcome. Would love to see a Datsun 120Y on here in the
Yeah, I've really struggled to find one. I would love to do a 120Y video. Maybe I can. There's quite a few beautiful survivors in the Netherlands. Maybe I can get my hands on one over there. But yeah, if you have a Datsun 120Y and would be happy to let me drive it, do let me know. Ian@hubnut.org.
I like the Scorpio.
Yeah,
I really do.
They
like
are quite weird. You have to wonder what they were thinking though. The target market, when you got cars like the Citroen XM, which looked like a concept car, and obviously the BMW range, it was a very high point for BMWs around the 90s when they still looked nice. And then Ford go, ta-da! We've given this big executive car a friendly face.
I like it.
But it looks like a frog.
It. Monique
Buyers
says,
did not.
does Diego have a Halloween costume? This was under discussion today, and I suggested we did the whole trend of cutting holes into a pillowcase and putting it on him so he could be a little ghost. But Ian said no.
He's not a huge fan of dressing up.
No.
Which is a shame because he looks gorgeous in his Christmas jumper.
He does look so cute in his Christmas jumper.
Yeah.
I know you're only kidding, Griff. Don't worry.
The president of the Hellenic Republic was, it's George, isn't it?
Yes.
In his area, Thessaloniki. Oh, don't scroll, you stupid chat.
Was here in Thessaloniki on Tuesday, and what car was she in? A W220 S500.
Brilliant.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. What car of the Furious Driving Fleet would you buy from Matt and why?
Oh, hold on. We just go say
Oh.
hello to Philip, the
Philip,
Wandering
hello.
Organist. He's just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very
you.
much, Philip. Good to
How
see
is
you.
your new content coming on, Philip? I haven't caught up with it yet. It's been a lot since
Yeah.
Rustival.
Sorry, where were we before that?
We were talking about...
What were we talking about?
Lightbulb Fun was saying about any plans to get a Villiers Invercar on the channel, but that was an aside.
Needs to happen. We've had
going back.
one come to a couple of our socials now.
Which of Matt's car would we have and why?
Which of Matt's cars? Oh, gosh.
I like
He's
his
got such a
Hubnut.
varied fleet. Probably the 200 VI.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I like a Q car. 200 VI is basically the Rover BRM, which had the big orange grille and the gentleman's club interior, but left looking pretty much bog standard. So it looks like your granny's going shopping in it. But it's got the 160 brake horsepower variable valve timing K series. I think that the car is a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. Petter Rowan says, my parents' first car was a Skoda they bought for 500 NOK, about £35 at the time, from some friends. If you lifted the newspapers from the floor, you could see the road. Does that count as scary?
That's quite scary.
Absolutely, that's scary. Absolutely scary. Oh gosh, Pentagram says, subtle foreshadowing. Apparently this chimney only needs a little bit of welding.
A little bit. Chinny reckon. Chinny reckon. Yeah. Matthew Fletcher would have the Crown Vic because he likes V8s and sills made of expanding foam. I think they're a bit less expanding foam these days.
Would make a handsome pair with old Betty.
Yeah. Well, that has been done.
Yeah, I know. If you look back over the videos, you will find that.
Yeah. We did Crown Vic versus Betty. So America versus Australia tested in the UK. That was a fun
says,
day.
need to see you test drive a Vauxhall Adam at some point. Yeah, that's a car that intrigues us.
We like Adams. We were following one today, weren't we?
Yeah, I feel like we want one
Yeah.
at some point. By the way, if you weren't here earlier, we've got new hats. Only they've gone Hubnut.
Oh, yes. The horror story of the new hats. We'll show you again. They're not online yet. We're not entirely sure what to... Look at how terrible that is. That's an entirely non-circular logo, but they've put in a circular hole.
The funniest thing.
Oh, I forgot I got my face like that. Ooh.
How did you forget?
Well, you do, don't you? You can't feel makeup.
I saw, on the Halloween theme, what's been your most terrifying mechanical failure out on the road?
Most terrifying. Out on the road. Oh, that's a tricky one. I had a shock absorber mount snap on a 2CV going along the M20, I think it was, down in Kent. I was a long way from home. And it just snapped because I think the shock absorber had seized and dropped out. I bet there were sparks when that hit the ground at like 60 miles an hour. We ended up tying it up with speaker wire to get off the motorway because just do what you can to get off the motorway is my motto. Sod sitting there on the hard shoulder waiting to be hit. I'll just limp my way off. So we did that and then got recovered home. That was quite scary. Snapped a belt at one point. That was quite scary because you lose all drive completely. Betty's lost drive a few times when we were still having gearbox leak issues. And she did that around New Zealand and here. But generally not very much on the road. Binning Betty, that was quite scary.
I was scared because you just sent me a picture and didn't tell me what was going on. And then you wouldn't answer your phone. I was like, well, he's dead.
Have you ever crashed a test car? Thankfully, I've not ever had a bad smash in a test car. I did once when I worked at Classic Car Weekly. I visited a car dealer. I was driving a Vanden Pla, and I'm going to say Pla and upset the internet, Princess, the little BMC 1100 version. And right in front of him, hadn't got any mirrors on it, I managed to reverse it into a post. Ooh. It was a former petrol station. Ooh. And bent the rear bumper.
Mick says, my daughter is selling her Adam soon, oddly called Flaps. What?
Okay, that's an unusual name.
Neil says, aren't you two a bit old for Halloween and all that ridiculous makeup? No.
No.
Jacob says, Crown Vic any day.
Clunker Cars once had a clutch cable snap on a motorway. I've had clutch cable snap. I don't consider that scary. I once drove across, in fact, a couple of times I've driven across Birmingham with no clutch because the cable snapped, which isn't fun. It happened once in Ely. In that case, it turned out the cable hadn't snapped at all. It, for some reason, had jumped out of the fork. So I think that was just after I'd done the gearbox change. So this must have been very early days with Ely. And I obviously hadn't put the cable in the fork correctly. I just did the cable up, and then was driving home and bang, and I lost the clutch.
Ooh.
But I limped home and then limped back to my friend Bob
Light bulb
to identify
fun
that problem.
says,
So yeah, that's not so scary.
there was the time lost all her brake fluid. I thought that was a bit scary.
Yeah, but that happened on my driveway.
Oh, that's okay.
I'd been out for a drive, got on the driveway, came down the drive and lost the brakes. But
oh my goodness.
Tuck has a very good handbrake.
Pentagram Motorsport says, mate's passenger floor pan fell out of his 131 Super Mirror Fury in the Autobahn.
Oi.
Many sparks and an upset passenger. He didn't slow down.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Heike says, 1.6 Felicia was the first car I ever drove with the license in my pocket. The tyres squealed on second.
Ooh, okay. Maybe they weren't very good tyres.
Oh my goodness. My dad had a Wartburg Knight back in the 70s. He kept 2-stroke oil in Coke bottles in the boot and one day accidentally poured real Coke in it when filling it up. But he says it never ran as well.
Wow, there you go.
Impressive.
Don't necessarily take that as good advice to pour Coke into your Wartburg.
No.
But having said that, I've used Coca-Cola to good effect. I had Nissan Bluebird, clogged heater matrix, filled it with Coke, left it overnight.
We attempted it with
Job.
the washer bottle on... Who was it? Was it Myrtle? It was Myrtle. I just realised I was in the chat.
Oh, hi, Simon. We definitely didn't do that.
Oh my gosh. Terrabus13 says, biggest scare I've ever had while driving was a barn owl hitting my windscreen. That must have been terrifying.
Yeah. I once had a Subaru Legacy and a deer ran out in front of me. I was like, bloody hell, that was close. And then the second one came out. And that involved some emergency skiddy action. And I just nudged the back leg of this deer. So that was very scary because they can do big damage to a car.
Simone says, my brother used to drive a 1980 Nissan Cabstar. The floor was carpet and cardboard and he kept his feet on the pedals.
Oy.
You could see the road beneath.
Yeah. I'm just keeping an eye on the time because we need to make sure we wrap up before
in plenty of time.
Whiteland Restorations go live with their
live stream. So if we stop at 7:30, is that okay?
Yeah. Is that all right with everyone? And then if you want more live stream action, head over to Whiteland Restorations where they're going to be announcing who's won their raffle for a paint job.
But I might have a glass of wine.
And one last plug for that, you can still buy tickets. Go to whitelandrestorations.com. I think they've got a link on there. And you could win a paint job for £10, a really, really good paint job.
Yes.
We haven't entered. We'd love to.
We didn't feel it was appropriate.
But it just doesn't feel very appropriate. Even though it's entirely random, if we won,
it would look a bit
their mates just down the road, that would look a bit much, wouldn't it?
But I would love to have a Chevy paint job. That would be so cool. James says, not a breakdown, but I had the rear passenger's side door open on my 626 as I was driving along. Thankfully, wasn't anywhere crowded. Hublets, I hope you're listening. Doors do open.
Doors do open.
And Sid says...
I seem to remember young Mini Hubnut opened the door on Giselle once as we were driving along.
Yes, he did.
Just to see what happened.
Yes, he did.
He was told in no uncertain terms, but we don't do that.
No.
That is not an experiment we do.
Sid says, I had a little incident on ice in the Daihatsu at one point. First it understeered. Luckily, the back stepped out before it hit a wall or pavement. Very glad to hear that. That is a very rare little car.
Yeah, I've had a few hairy moments on ice. One of them on the A44, the road to Aberystwyth, where it goes up through the hills. I was in Ellie and I just went round a bend. In Ellie, you can feel how much grip you've got in a way you just cannot with power steering. So I was like, oh, this feels a bit dodgy. Went round the bend and the back end just stepped slightly out of line and came back in. I looked in my mirror and the car behind went fully broadside. I was just like, yeah, Ellie's saved me again.
James says, would you have a Fiat on the fleet?
Yeah, we like Fiat. We've already had one.
Oh, Klaus says, had a rear axle mount snap off on a 1989 Fiesta at 20 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah. The Mark 6 Fiestas seem quite good at dumping the entire rear axles. I've seen pictures of those where the axle has literally just come out from the back of the car. I'm going to call that less than ideal. Okay,
so we have had an explanation of the flaps scenario.
Yes.
The registration is FLAPZ.
Yeah.
And on the subject of registrations, we bought Little Miss Hubnut a very special registration for her birthday because she has a Welsh name, which is a standard issue number plate.
Yeah, thanks, London.
But now,
your number plates work very well for
Mini
us,
Hubnut wants one, and that's not quite so simple.
No. Grumpy Talk. There's a good question. What has been your favourite gift given to you at a show this year? Oh, we get so many lovely things given to us.
Cake. chocolate.
The former owners of the Smart before us gave us some lovely signs at
they
Rustival.
did. Lovely.
Yeah, there's been many cakey donations.
I really enjoy your artwork. I've got some of the artwork up here at the moment, and some of it I've put away safely.
We've got a few things on this shelf that have been given to us.
Yeah, and my Daihatsu stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
I am weak for Daihatsu stuff. So, but I tell you what was a beautiful moment for me this year was Rustival 2 and the sticker swap.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. Everybody bought their stickers. They will be going on Shemmy soon. Everybody bought their stickers. I had my stickers and we did a sticker swap, and we'll definitely be doing that in Rustival 3 because that was so much fun.
Mark Fuelis, Berlingo's had axle problems too, didn't they? Usually when towing. Yeah.
Yes.
We were very lucky there because it failed at very low speed in a car park. So
Grumpy Talk, you can't see, but this is actually grey, which is such a huge departure from black.
Yeah.
Matthew Fletch says, worst I've had is a starter motor breaking on a work van, leaving me stranded in Cobham until the early hours when recovery finally turned up. Oh no.
Yeah, recovery is can often be problematic. I once spent 4 hours, I think, stuck roadside with a Jaguar XK150 that had lost all electrics. That was not one of my happier moments.
My American cousin says my wife had an entire 2x4 stud fall off a truck and come tumbling towards her. Somehow missed her. Another time it's a ladder.
Oi.
And she managed to straddle it.
Oh, Classic Wheels Wales. Hello. I don't think we've seen you for a while.
Amazing.
Yeah, I once had my door mirror taken off when I had a Peugeot 306. A concrete post fell off a van coming the other way and took my door mirror off. And I never managed to get a payout from that.
Damien, Marmite yes, Marmite no.
But yeah, I was not very impressed with them because that could have been my head.
Yeah, terrifying.
Yeah.
All of this is scary. I'm really glad I've passed my driving test.
Yeah,
now.
it's interesting how we've ended up themed on scary stuff. Yeah.
Oh, Classic Wheels Wales, it is lovely to see you. We haven't seen you for ages.
Yeah, it's been a while. Talking to the multipler today, look who's here. Yes, Classic Wheels Wales had the multipler off me. He'd probably rather forget that. That was quite a scary moment for him, no doubt, having that sitting around.
I remember my Focus Estate clutch master cylinder switch snapped once, so no clutch, so started it up in gear and crash boxed all the way home.
Yeah, yeah, been there, done
20
similar.
miles.
I'm still trying to think of scary breakdowns.
I, touch wood, have not had
There was a
any. I'm very
hilarious
pleased.
scary breakdown on the Kitsch 24-hour live stream. The Classics World team have covered this in their video because they were driving along the Autobahn at fairly high speeds. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning their time. Joe was in the back and was on a live chat with us back at HQ, and we're having a chat with him. And all of a sudden, the driver, I don't know which of the chaps was driving, but just went, we got low coolant light and pulled over, and the bottom hose had come off the radiator. And thankfully, it was all right. It survived dumping all its coolant at motorway
But also, in a
speed.
strange situation, at 3 o'clock in the morning in German services, a couple in all full regalia came up to them and said, oh, do you need some water? And gave her bottles of water.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely
Very, very kind.
amazing.
Saved the day, ultimately.
Oh, BB says, I locked the keys in my Myrtle clone today. No spare key. Oh, no, £75 the AA. Oh, are you in the car? Are you back in the car now? We saw somebody do that.
Hold on, we did that. We locked ourselves out of Myrtle, didn't we? Tanner Gross car dismantlers.
Yes, we didn't feel stupid at all.
Yeah, we had to call someone out to break into that.
Hi, Lucy in Kidderminster.
Yeah, hello, Kidderminster.
And it's literally, the tool that they used was like a bent coat hanger, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's that trick people showed on the internet where you put really strong tape on the window and pull it down like that. But I don't know if that actually works.
Oh, Mike says he's still got the Fiat. Really? Because we were told that was sitting in a field in Norwich somewhere.
Badgerman Badger says, have either of you ever seen a ghost or a UFO or a Bigfoot? Now,
No.
we are very split opinions on this in this
No,
household.
because they don't exist.
I am very much a believer, and he is very much not. So I definitely believe in ghosts and everything,
No.
but he doesn't.
Yep.
I hope the universe scares you or something.
Ian says, I broke down on the motorway. I was so emotional, but at least I had a hard shoulder to cry on. Whee, but I'm tish.
Oh, Ben says, pretty disappointed. Only had one load of trick-or-treaters. Plus side, more sweets for me.
Yeah. James's mum locked her keys in her Rover Metro and he had to get in with a coat hanger. I had to do that in my first car, my Ford Fiesta. So yeah, I had to learn how to break into my own car. I've had to break into my own cars quite a few times. But you do feel dodge. You're just there, just hi, I'm just breaking into this car.
You've had to break into our flat as well.
Yes, that was fun through the window.
Everton Short says, my shoes are size 15. Do I count as a big foot?
No, that's pretty large.
Compared to my size 3.
Mm.
Ooh. Mr. BWA1 says, had a family reunion in an old tuberculosis hospital.
Oh, someone. Sorry, someone else has donated. We're on 22114.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you, people.
I'm getting flashbacks now because this is all I was doing for 24 hours.
Yeah, we're not going to go crazy with it. Kits will be doing a wrap-up live stream on Saturday on the Up and Down channel. Do recommend you go and check that out. It's better than most stuff on telly.
Yes. And he'll be announcing the winners of the teams who did the challenges. So, hilarious.
Yeah, we know who covered the most miles. That was declared on the night. That was the Classics World team. But with all the points for various spottings and challenges along the way, it's taken some adding up. So that's why that's taken so long.
Yes. And they're on a well-deserved holiday at the moment.
Oh, lovely question from Lightbulb Fun. What's the fastest speed you have done in a 2CV? Ellie on the Autobahns of Germany on the way back to see you did 80 miles an hour. Sat-nav confirmed at one point downhill. Which was very loud, and that engine now broken.
Weird.
Mysterious.
Curious.
It was already making noises before that. Probably shouldn't.
Matthew's got to go back to deliveries. Thank you for joining us, Matthew.
Thank you. But I may have gone faster because I drove Sparrow's BMW conversion development car around Anglesey, and that was so scary. I did not have a chance to look at the speedometer at any point. Could well have gone quicker than 80 miles an hour in it.
Oh, gosh.
But it was raining, so maybe not.
J. Paul Anderson says, my father...
Oh, whoa.
What?
Classic Wheels Wales has been to Greece buying some classics, a Mark II Transit and 2 Datsun 120Ys. The very cars we've been talking about. Are you bringing them over, Mike? If you are, we were talking about road testing one and saying I can't find any Datsun 120Ys, so that would be amazing. Yeah. Either that, we'll have to go to Greece.
That's an option.
Hardship.
We'd have to take my mother, though.
Yeah,
yes.
Very much. She knows some interesting Greek words, we know.
She knows, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Lost the clutch on a Skoda Yeti at Gloucester Services. Took 20 hours to get recovered back to Birmingham. Oh, my goodness.
I frankly, I think I would have chanced driving that. If the clutch was still engaging, if you just couldn't change gear, I would have tried limping that. Because on the motorway, as long as you're not in traffic, you just keep sailing away. Don't have to worry about the clutch.
The Hublets would be mortified. They do not like Gloucester Services. Yeah.
Oh, gold. Indecisive Auto once managed to lock himself inside a Volvo V40 with deadlocks and a flat battery. Sat there for 35 minutes debating which bit of glass to break before I finally got the attention of the postman for help.
Oh dear. Sorry.
Even funnier than that, a friend of mine called Matt, I shouldn't name him really, but he once managed to lock himself in the boot of his Allegro because he was trying to test whether the light was turning off when the boot was shut. And they thought he'd just lower the boot down and see if it operated the switch. Why didn't you just press the switch, Matt? But I had to phone his girlfriend to come out and let him at the boot of his Allegro.
We did have an incident with the Subaru, didn't we?
We did get locked in the Subaru. Yes, the alarm is problematic.
Mark Thulis says, do you see much of the other Invacar? Was it TPA?
TPA is very active.
Yes.
And TPA met another Invacar because Lightbulb Fun... very, very pleased to say Lightbulb Fun has got his Invacar back. It's been ages. It's been away having work done at various places. Ended up in Aberdeen at one point, but it is back down with Lightbulb Fun, where he lives in London, and we're very happy about that. And his Invacar Rev met TPA on its way back down.
Oh no! Bikers around Birmingham also were towing their Conway Challenger when they had that breakdown. We had Bob, our Conway Cruiser, on the back when our rear axle went.
Sid says, have you ever driven clutchless? Yes, many times. I taught myself to drive clutchless in my Fiesta and even more in my first 2CV. 2CVs are great because it's got a heavy flywheel on the engine. So you can really sort of get the revs in the right spot for a really smooth clutchless gear change. Not sure it's very good for the gearbox, but it turned out to be a useful skill when I subsequently had clutch failure in LE, and I had a Citroen BX where the clutch cable snapped, and I had to limp that across Birmingham as well. So it's useful skill to have. Maybe I'll teach you one day how to do clutchless changes, just because it's a useful thing to know.
Can I
It
just
stops
say,
you getting stranded.
good luck, David. Sugarfield 6-year-old coming in.
Yeah. The scariest thing about clutchless driving is stopping, because you can't push the clutch down, so the engine will keep on pushing. So you've got to try and knock it into neutral. If it won't go into neutral, you just have to turn the engine off. So I'm not going to say it's something you should all be doing all the time and it's perfectly safe. But
No, but it's something to learn in case of emergency.
yeah, because it might get you out of a dangerous place. You can just limp somewhere a bit safer.
Quick random aside. What I'm loving in this chat is seeing all the folks that have made new friends, like at Rustival and whatnot.
Yeah.
All chatted and catching up with you. That's really lovely.
Yeah, because some people think
Really
Rustival's a
lovely.
car show. And there is an element of that. Some cars turn up.
It's mostly about people.
But it's mostly about people. Yeah, we put stuff on the stage so people have got something to watch. We have the friendship corner, so there's somewhere if you arrive on your own, you can meet other people and have a chat, at least with Miss Hubnut, if no one else on the day. So, Rustival, very much a people sort of a car show.
When will we see Miss Hubnut in Ellie? Probably next year.
Yeah, I've got to get that done. Yeah.
Yes.
I kind of want to put the new engine in before we do that.
Yeah. Penguin Overlord says, ever driven a Renault 4? They are so bloody awful, they're hilarious.
Can't be that awful. They sold over 8 million of them.
Not crutchless.
Yeah.
Clutchless.
I like Renault 4s, but not as much as 2CVs.
Also, as Lord Bungle says, somewhere to dump cakes. They were very much appreciated. My mother was handing those out like nobody's business.
Hooked on Classics, which car has the worst brakes you've ever experienced? That has got to be an Austin 7 with uncoupled brakes. I think Collins has uncoupled brakes, if I remember rightly. So you kind of have to use the handbrake, because the pedal does one set of brakes, the rears, I think, and the handbrake does the fronts. And the rears are about this big, so basically do nothing. So you kind of have to use the handbrake. And speaking of Collins 7, in December, that car is 100 years old. And we're planning a special car run for that car to take it to Longbridge. So there will be a video on that in December, hopefully. Best time of year to be driving a car.
That's going to be all the cold.
But it's got no heater.
All the cold.
And Colin likes driving it without the weather gear. So that's going to be cold. That's going to be cold.
Simon says, Rustival's lovely for getting to meet other people and for smaller channels to get noticed. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
so
that's also a big part of it.
Creators, again, that's something we discussed. We didn't get it quite right this time. We're determined to get it right next time and build upon it.
It worked okay. Just one area was meant to be creator parking and it all got a bit muddled on the day.
Yeah, but
there's always learning points.
We want to do more. We want to do creator competitions again because that worked really well.
Because we well know how difficult it is, especially in those early days where you're still sub-1,000 subs. It's really difficult to stay motivated, and we just want to try and encourage more people to do this.
The creativity. So we want more points of interest. So that'll be you guys.
Yeah.
Clunker Car says we have to thank you though for curating that warm and friendly culture within your videos and at Rustival. It's really special.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We've been very keen to keep that going because that's a huge part of the Hubnut socials. And people have been asking when we're going to do more socials. We don't have any firm plans. Been so busy with Rustival, but we do need to do some more socials because they're a bit smaller and we can probably take those around the country a bit more readily.
I saw Simone asking, have I been in Took and what did you think? No, I haven't yet.
Not yet, no.
Took scares me quite a lot.
I think we need to find the right off-road area for that because driving Took on the road is absolutely terrifying, even for me.
Oh, guys, can you see that? Mechanic Garage, my channel creeping slowly to 1,975. How many people are in here? 294. Like, if 10% of you go, then Mick gets monetized.
Yeah. Oh, Indecisive Auto is over 1,000 now. Well done.
I know.
Some nice feeling that first phase.
Had some really good figures last month, which was really good to see.
Tracy Riley says, hi guys, love the makeup. What makeup? No idea.
Oh, James has one subscriber. I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Everybody go follow James.
Yeah.
Handbrake on front wheels and front wheel drive. Slowest burnout ever.
Yeah. 2CVs have that. That's not the best.
I gotta say, Kitch's Inner Boy Racer came out with those handbrake tips.
Oh, Topher's Car Tales has just hit 10k. I remember doing that.
Fantastic.
I was in London when that happened to me,
Yeah.
I think. Or that's at least where I filmed my 10,000 sub special.
What did you do for 10,000?
I was car spotting around London.
Oh, cool. That's a cool video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hi
yeah.
from
it's lovely
South
feeling.
Wales. Hello from West Wales.
Yeah. There's another question I wanted to catch up with.
Griff's got 6 subs.
Simon Easton, it was the Invercar that brought me to your channel in the first place. Do you know how many are still around? More than you think. There are quite a lot of survivors. There's a chap called Adam up in York. He's got at least 4, possibly 5.
Mike, we will see you soon. And
Thank you.
He says he'll let you know when the Datsun 120Ys arrive.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you very much, Mike.
And lovely to see you.
But yeah, there's probably at least 100 surviving Invercars in the UK. Probably more. I know a chap who has most of the ones that came out the field where we found Took, although he's only got 1, possibly 2 on the road. So yeah, there's still a lot of them out there.
Oh, lovely. Just folks saying about how their subscriber numbers are going up and whatnot.
Yeah, brilliant.
Awesome. We are a community. We help each other out. So, follow each other and watch each other's videos.
Yeah.
And you can learn so much. Kev T's got stickers now, so I'm going to have to get one of those off him.
James subscribed after the Rover 45 Matiz double collection caper. That feels a lifetime ago. It pretty much was. That was 6 years ago. Over 6 years ago. It was July 2018 was when I was reunited with Myrtle for the first time since 2000, 2001. I can't actually remember when I sold her. It was that long ago.
At past, shall we shut this down but put in a Whiteland link?
Oh, yeah. Hopefully I got a link. There. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yes.
Mr. Mocky, did Tuck come from Lincolnshire? No, Essex. Hence the WC.
The chat tends to stay alive for a little bit afterwards, so we'll pop the link in there.
Yeah.
And you can go and give them.
So we're giving you the. Oh, it's just clicked over. 9-minute warning. We're going to be winding this one down. So,
JJM Cars and Vans UK says, "Why have you got the Dacia Jogger? I thought you liked old cars. We only borrowed it."
Yeah. I will drive brand new cars if they interest me, and the Dacia Jogger has fascinated me for since it came out. I just thought it's a really nice looking thing. It's like budget Volvo with the styling around the back, and I thought I wonder what that's like. So yeah, I got it just in time for Kitty's live stream, so I could hammer it down the motorway there and back.
Mick's got 980 now.
Oh, that's close.
20 to go.
Yeah, 20 to go. So that's what that was about. We don't have many new car tests, but we've always had them. Within the first year of this channel existing, I'd driven a brand new Nissan Leaf. That was the car that started it all, and a brand new Tesla Model S worth £100,000. So it's always been a thing on the channel, but not very often.
So this is cool. People are saying when they have subscribed. Grumpy Talk asked a question: when did you discover Hubnut? First video I saw was a Skoda 136 Coupe.
Oh yeah,
the original Moggy Traveller video.
Oh wow. That was Josh's car.
About 6 years ago, Green Goddess, Will It Start?
Yes, that was 2018. When we went all the way up to Aberdeen. It's still there, folks, by the way. That Green Goddess is still sat in that field.
Oh.
And my mate Andy, who drove up there in his Wartburg, a 1.3 litre Wartburg, the gearbox kind of went very, very badly wrong. And he abandoned it there. He's only this year gone back up to try and get it up and running again. And apparently it's survived incredibly well. So
Shane W says, have you driven a Volvo C30?
No.
Petter says, my first Hubnut video was about Took. I was instantly hooked.
Yeah.
And Simon says, subscribed around the SMX time. Mm-hmm. And Steve says, I found Hubnut through Foxanne. I also saw you've offered me a drive of your 968, Steve. I'll just keep that in mind.
928.
Is it? I thought it was
928.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I'm going to drive it.
More cylinders.
More cylinders.
Yeah, I've driven a couple of 928s, both automatics, but I still like them.
Sid found you from the Mark 1 Mondeo test or the Mark 6 Escort test.
Yeah.
The original one. Tracy says, what's the best car you've test driven? And which one had the worst Triangle of Doom?
Worst Triangle of Doom is the City Rover, I think. They have a terrible Triangle of Doom. Have I driven anything where the wipers don't overlap, like a TVR S3? Well, I've got the feeling we have recently driven something where the wipers didn't quite meet.
There was something, and you were really annoyed.
I was really annoyed. Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
I can't
That was
remember.
memorable. And best. How do you pick best? Because driving a Daihatsu Fellow Max around Christchurch in New Zealand was amazing. Driving Leyland P76 around Tasmania was amazing. The Austin Kimberley I loved, even though I managed to blow a displacer on it while driving it. That's probably one of the worst things that's gone wrong with the car while I've been driving it. Yeah, things are so different, and that's what I love about old cars, is how varied things can be. I love driving the Austin 7, even though it petrified me, and now I'm going to drive it again to help Colin get it to Longbridge. So yeah, that's coming up soon, or not soon, but December. So yeah, it's hard to say best,
So we've
because Holden Ute with stupid amounts of power, also fun. How can you compare that with something that's got no power?
Oh, true voice of reason. Watching you from the human body shop. My knee has a new big scar. Happy Halloween to all.
Oh, wow.
I hope you're healing nicely.
Happy Noonie.
Yes, happy Noonie.
Yeah.
Philip says mine was the 500-mile Cecily review. Oh, Cecily.
Yeah,
We
Cecily
did love
was a
Cecily.
good car.
She was.
Simon
a good
Duckworth
car.
says the VW XL1 looked amazing. It wasn't. Amazing looking car. And I was kind of blown away with just driving around in this weird little concept car, which now lives at the Lane Motor Museum in Nashville, Tennessee, and has been driven by many YouTubers. But it wasn't actually very nice to drive, because it'd be electric for a bit, and then that little two-cylinder diesel engine would kick in, and it sounded like you were being chased by a cement mixer down the road.
Hang on a minute. Mick says Wartburg 1.3 needs to be on Hubnut. I might have one.
Well, you had two. Are you back down to one again? I do need to drive one. The idea was, this goes back some time, Mick's had this Wartburg a while. Another mutual friend of ours has got an original two-stroke Wartburg, and I was meant to be driving the two of them back to back, but there's big distance involved, and we haven't quite managed to make that happen, which is a shame, because I think that would be a fascinating test.
Can we offer Miss Hubnut road tests as well? See, Sid's got a Daihatsu. So
We need to work on the insurance
Yes,
situation.
and
At the
also-
moment, lack of experience is a barrier
and
to
also,
the insurance.
I really do want to drive your cars, folks, but I just want to get past the 12-month mark.
Yeah, part of
first.
putting you in so many different cars already
is to help with that.
is to help. So you're getting used to driving different things.
Wow, first Hubnut video I watched was the Nissan Leaf. Now, which one?
Yeah, there's been
That's
a few Leaf
interesting to
videos. There have
know.
been 3 Leaf videos over the years. I
Yes.
think the original one, which was video number 1, 2016, I had a 30 kilowatt hour Leaf, and I took it all around Yorkshire. So that was kind of actual EV road tripping. And then there was the Mark II I had last year.
Turbo Timsworth says, I came to Hubnut after looking for holiday places to visit on Miss Hubnut's channel. You're welcome, my friend.
Yeah, we do need to get your channel up and running again. Someone was coming up with some really good suggestions the other day, actually.
Oh, Edward, we know the City Rover's in a scrapyard. Poor little thing.
It is.
Very
Yeah,
sad.
there are videos of a abandoned scrapyard in South Wales, and someone's invited us to go and have a look. The problem is that person isn't the owner.
No.
The owner's apparently in prison. So the idea of jumping a fence to go and look at someone's scrapyard while they're in prison doesn't feel like the best idea. Sometimes you just have to let these things go. What?
I'm intrigued. I still love that.
Robert has killed my Hubnut sticker.
Oh, no.
Oh, aging wheels. I have to have words. I was loving his video. He's just got a
We'll
two-stroke
send him
Saab.
another one.
We'll send him another one. Yeah.
And we put his plaque in pride of place above my head.
Yeah. We'll send him a better sticker, because he was using one of our window stickers
Yes. Yeah. That's,
on a pinboard.
we can
Not
send him
ideal.
a few.
Yeah.
Indecisive says, I still love that VW begged Jim to stop using that hashtag.
Oh, yes. We can't repeat the hashtag.
Message me.
Yeah. Car of the something future. I think.
I need to
'Cause
know.
Jim drove that car from Austria, I think it was, all across Europe to Aberystwyth. He bought it to Aberystwyth so I could drive it, then shipped it over to America, road tripped it across America, down to the Lane Motor Museum. So, Yeah, you put that video up fairly recently, I think, on the Also Driven channel. So there's yet another one for you to go and subscribe to, Also Driven.
And Mankazeb says, greeting from Dublin, very bangy outside. Timmy the Spaniel is not mad about them. Oh, poor little Timmy.
Yeah.
We are nearly 1 minute away. Ooh.
Oh, yes. Oh, right. I need to go and find the Whiteland Restorations
Ian's
one then.
going to find the link and I'll just keep chatting.
Yeah.
Mark Adrian Williamson says, I want more travel tips from Wales from Miss Hubnut. We're planning another road trip. Now, interestingly, my Llangrannog video has been getting loads of traction recently. And I was like, why on earth is that? And do you know why? Because it is the only place with a statue, other than churches, of women. There are no women statues in Wales. And the first one was in 2021, which I believe was Crannog Wen, who is in Llangrannog. So, yeah.
Open that in a new tab, folks. That's the
Should we say
Whiteland
bye
Restoration.
first?
No, I'm not saying go now. I'm just saying open that in a new tab.
They're gone.
They're gone. They're all vanishing. We've got 289 viewers at the moment.
Amazing.
Simone is already over there. Already saying hello.
Fantastic. So, thank you very, very much for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
New hats hopefully coming soon. Will be slightly wonky hats.
Yeah.
But they're still really nice, actually. Calendars are on sale. Corsa we're going to be working on. The Pajero we're going to be working on.
Yeah.
We might have member news tomorrow. And I'm sure there's something else I've forgotten.
Yeah, Kitch's live stream on Saturday. Look out for that one as well. That'll be announcing the overall winner of that 24-hour driving challenge and auctioning off some very fine artwork by JM on cars.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that'll be good. So yeah, thank you everyone. That's gone really quick.
It has flown.
It has.
I'm going to go have a cheeky glass of wine.
Yeah, should we go for a walk with the mate? We're going to walk the dog looking like this. Good times. Yep, thank you everyone.
Thank you everybody.
And we'll see you all soon.
Yes, thank you for everything. As always.
And someone was just asking if I would like to take you to Australia and show you places I've been. 100%.
Absolutely.
Maybe one day we can make that happen. Same with New Zealand.
And now you can go and enjoy another live with the Whitelands folks.
So
and I think we'll come and join the chat over there.
Yeah. So they're kicking off in about 15 minutes. You've got just enough time to make a cup of tea and have a bit of a relax. And yeah, we'll probably see you in their chat room a bit later on. Bye everyone. Bye, Pichu, etc. Oh no, now I need to work.
Oh, you got to find the button. This is not awkward at all. Watch out for ghoulies.
Ghoulies?